What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the Ab Stupid Studios. Act like you got some sense, smash the like and subscribe button. We like it when you do that here. Also, if you're digging the content, please share, like, and follow us on all of our platforms. You can see them scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And if you want to fund the madness directly, hit us up in the Cash App, $Burn Dollars, DOLLAZ. Got a lot of stories just jumping off. Like I say, it's spring break here in the Midwest. I've enjoyed myself hanging out, chilling with the fam, playing a little ball with the youngins, shooting and stuff like that. So much piling up. Got a couple of stories out of Louisville. They just hired a new coach. Who is he? Why is he there? Will it work? Saquon Barkley, he is the newest Philadelphia Eagle. Excited, but he's got a hater. He's got a hater in the midst. Then Ty Lue, he goes childish, calls the Clippers soft after they lost to the Pacers on Monday night. Also, the NFL kickoff team. Yeah, it's gotten a lot more dangerous in 2024, 2025. That coupled with a story where the owners go against the NFL's Player Association when they ask them not to ban the hip drop tackle. Confusing, very confusing. Detroit getting real messy as only Detroit can. Deion Sanders calling the shots, not only in Colorado, but also for his players going to the draft. What could this mean? I don't know, but we'll talk about it all here in a quick 20 seconds from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Roll a clip. Yes, Planet Fitness, big fitness energy. Visit any Planet Fitness or download the app, try all the amenities, get you a personal trainer. As long as you feel good doing it, I support you. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy. So we'll start in Louisville. So Louisville, they just hired Mr. Kelsey, and the news broke yesterday that they now have the coach that they're looking for, and it's the coach of their dreams. We got some money falling, people. Drop the clip. We got money. Yes, Pat Kelsey. And when the news broke, I said to myself in my Conor McGregor voice, who the fuck is that guy? I never heard of that guy. And then to further substantiate that, in the article out of CBS Sports, Gary Parrish, he opens up and says, Louisville did not want to hire Pat Kelsey. Wait, what? Yeah, they didn't want to hire the new coach. Gary continues, the Cardinals wanted Scott Drew, but instead, Scott Drew stayed at Baylor. They wanted FAU's coach Dusty May. He saw a better offer at Michigan, and depending on the source, at least one or two or 20,000 other people directly or indirectly passed on the job. Again, I've said this, and I have been proven right. Louisville isn't a job worth having. And when high-profile guys start turning down said job, this is not a good look. But it's the wake-up call that the university needed. Let's go back and say it again slowly. It's the wake-up call. It's the wake-up call. Louisville turned to Kelsey, who has been a Division I coach for 12 years, but never won an NCAA tournament game. So, you've been a coach for 12 years. You haven't won an NCAA tournament game. I think the things that they were looking for when it came to getting rid of Kenny Payne was that Kenny Payne his hands were tied. He didn't have the talent. He couldn't get him in the door. A lot of kids were transferring, hitting the portal because they saw where the writing was on the wall. Now, all of a sudden, you get a no-name coach who's been in Division I for 12 years. He's never made it to the to the NCAA tournament. He hasn't won a game. He hasn't made it there. But all of a sudden, this is the best you can do. This is the best you can do. All the powerful boosters, NIL collectives, and the only thing you can get is a coach who's never won a tournament game. What the hell? What the hell, man? Parrish continues. Louisville's search was amateur hour on full display in a way that made things more difficult than they should have been. And I concur. But now Louisville having to hire a coach they did not want. A guy who hasn't won a tournament game but's been a D1 coach for 12 years. I think I gotta join the idiot train. Roll a clip. The idiot train. That is hilarious. Again, Louisville, this was way more difficult than it needed to be, because you should have started narrowing candidates down the moment that you made up your mind and Kenny Payne was gone. And I know during the season you can't talk to guys, but in the offseason, if you felt like Kenny Payne wasn't going to fit last year, in the summertime, you should have been floating the idea to your prospects then. People ready to step in and ready to go. But it didn't turn out like that. And all the fanfare Kenny Payne had when he came to Louisville, people were happy. They thought that they were going to get these big-time recruits. That never materialized. I mean, here it is. Chris Mack, he came to town. He was winning games. I don't know. They felt like, oh, we can do better. We're better than this. And they got rid of Chris Mack, which was odd to me because they got rid of Chris Mack before they got rid of Satterfield on the football side of things. And Satterfield was just awful. Just awful. And now you find yourself where you are. Louisville is kind of like the girl in high school. The girl in high school who's like the it girl, but then everybody moves on in life. You go, you forget about people, you become successful, you have your own family. And then when you go back, she's still doing the same childish stuff with 4 different kids by 4 different dudes. And you're just like, huh? And then she still thinks she's a prize catch. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. High five you, mommy. And then they hit you with that line. You think you too good to talk to me? Yeah, I do. I so think I'm too good to talk to you. Oh my God. Louisville went from a place where they employed Naismith Memorial Hall of Famers and hired Big East champions to place. Now is hiring someone that doesn't come with anything close to the same kind of credentials. And this entire situation should serve as a reminder to every elite program in college that even you can slip significantly when bad decisions follow bad decisions. Hey, he said it. Rack 'em. I mean, they had this laundry list of guys that I felt couldn't move the needle. I didn't think Scott Drew could move the needle. I never thought that he could move. We have videos talking about who they wanted. Dusty May, all of these guys. I was just like, no, you all need to go out and get Mark Jackson. You all need to go ahead and get a pro coach, someone who has coached the Golden State Warriors, somebody who's played in the NBA, a guy who has ties to the school because his brother played at Louisville. Somebody who can still get kids into pro tryouts, somebody who can go ahead and get guys to actually come to the city, who's weaved himself into the culture since he left ESPN. Mark Jackson is a figure that can move the needle. But we're not going for that. We're not going for that at all. Louisville. Louisville just hired a coach they didn't want because they didn't want egg on their face. And now they look even worse for trying to do something where they should have stayed. If this is the best you can do, you should have stayed with Kenny Payne, honestly. You should have gave him time to go ahead and turn that thing around. He's no longer on suspension. Well, not he, but the program is no longer under suspension. And he could go out and get a full slate of players, his players, but because of the knee-jerk reaction of the lunatics in Louisville, then you had to make a move. How'd that work out? More stories, more to come. This is Big Vern at App Stupid.